think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Yo, what's good, man? It's EC Pinchar Podcast with your one and only host, Glory Boy, back again with another special reaction video, man. And I haven't done this in a while. As you know, like, I've been doing more like interviews and so on, but I always want to mix things up. I always want to react to things that's going on around the world, especially in today's world. There's a lot of things going on, man. And we know for sure, like, we have to talk about it. And so this next video that we're gonna be reacting to is very interesting, and we're gonna go ahead and check it out. But before that, though, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification button as well. And just so you know, this weekend there's an event going on, which will be a talent show here in Buffalo, New York, and I'll be there just basically doing interviews, and the interviews will be on my channel. So that way, stay tuned on that as well. Appreciate all the love and support I've been showing, and for those that have been sharing the videos, for those that have been liking and commenting, keep doing that, man. I appreciate the love, and let's get straight into it. Let's go.
Who? Get in the car? Who? Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
In a Chicago neighborhood, a tragic event has unfolded. A woman and her teenage son face murder charges in the fatal shooting of a 32-year-old man. Carlicia Hood, a 35-year-old woman, and her 14-year-old son have been identified as the suspects in the fatal shooting. It was 11 p.m. when the events took place, captured by surveillance cameras. The victim, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, lost his life during a heated altercation at the Maxwell Street Express restaurant. Carlicia Hood was patiently waiting in line to order food, leaving her son inside their car. As a responsible concealed carry holder, she had left her firearm securely stored in the glove compartment. Meanwhile, Jeremy Brown entered the restaurant, sparking an altercation. What began as a simple argument quickly escalated. These two individuals had never met before, but their paths now intertwined in tragedy.
Nay. Get your food.
All right, I'll go ahead and just stop it there. But yo, stop putting your hands on people's mothers, man. Stop putting your hands on people's mothers. Stop doing that. A lot of people could kill for their mothers. Stop doing that. And as you saw in the video, I mean, like, you could tell, like, the mother was already afraid, and she already told her son, like, go back in the car. And you can see she's trying to protect her son first before she could protect herself. But then the son was like, you know what? That's my mother. She heard this dude was like, if you say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. This dude was so ready to punch her, bro. Like, and I feel like a lot of people in this generation and a lot of people in our community have been raised with either one parent or no parent, or just both parents, but both parents not caring for them, like, and that's really bad, and that's failing us as people in my community, like, it's failing us, because as you can see, this dude out here trying to beat a woman, beat a mother that's in the store with her kid, trying to buy some food, just maybe over some skipping the line, maybe over some other BS, which I don't really understand, and we can't really tolerate that. And I can tell you, I don't condone violence, and I'm not happy that he was shot and killed, but I can also stand with the 13-year-old and say, like, he didn't have the capability to kind of like fight back. Like, maybe he couldn't fight back. Maybe he can't fight and beat that dude's butt. Like, maybe he's not strong enough or so on. And he was like, you know what? What's the best option? What's the best thing to do to kind of stop this man who's very violent, and especially towards my mother, who just punched my mother in the face and like continuously trying to punch her. What can I do to save her? What can I do? Maybe something that every son will kind of like look into and like be like, yo, what can I do? Especially if you know someone is stronger than you, like you have to find a way to beat them. You know what I'm saying? You have to find a way to beat them. And that's what he did. He shot him. He shot him, killed him. And as you can see, it's like at first I was reading the story and I was like, damn, like, why did they shoot this man? Like who started the issue? But throughout the video, it's like this dude is he's just a violent dude because he was like, you say one more thing on my, he said his grandmother, I'm gonna punch you in the face. And he really did. And I didn't hear her saying anything wrong. Like she wasn't saying nothing crazy, like, she didn't really say anything wrong like that, So, but this dude just out of nowhere, boom, boom, just punching her in the face too, bro. I know y'all watched the video, but it's just like it's sad to see. It's sad to see like a grown man, just beating a woman, especially if we're supposed to be protecting the black queens, and you out here trying to beat one up, especially you're not really punching her even softly. Like you're a grown man, you punching her in the face. Like you punching her in the face can actually like put her in the ER in the emergency room. You can damage her brain. There's so much things that could really happen to her. That's why I'm like, as the son, the 13 years old, like 13-year-old kid, he just had to do whatever it takes, to take these men down. Because I feel like this dude could have continued beating her up. Especially a lot of people nowadays, it's like they're just so stupid. Like, bro, as soon as they see people recording, and I mean, thank God someone was recording, but also for the people that were recording, at least someone would have just jumped in if there was like a man around, kind of like jumped in the middle and kind of like tell him like, yo, this not the right thing to do, and so nobody would have died that night. But the people that were recording, shout out to someone that was recording actually just to show the proof that how everything went down. But we don't really know how it started, but we see in the middle of it where the dude kind of like, attacks the mom first, and she just had to use her son as like self-defense. Like, son, go in the car, and he knew like she had a weapon, so she just grabbed. I mean, he just grabbed it, pop, 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 pop. And did what he had to do to save his mother. But like I said, it's like we're supposed to be protecting our black queens, and I'm not saying we can't protect any other race and so on, but it's just something that been going on where, a lot of people have been saying black men don't care for black women. And when we see videos like this, it's making us look bad as black men. Because me personally, I'm always ready to protect a black queen. I'm always ready to protect a woman. If I see a woman that's not able to protect herself in case of like something like that, it's like I would jump in the middle and kind of like try to solve the issue. If it continues, then it goes to a different level. Now, I got to square up too, but I have to know what's going on, and that dude just doing that kind of made us look bad, Now it's like, if you go in the shades room, we always say black men don't protect black women. You see this guy who was beating her up, da 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 da. Shout out to her son for doing what he had to do, but and I think she's a single mother because as you can see, the son just jumped out, came and protected his mother. Maybe her being a single mother, she have built that relationship with her son, where her son is so like he's so like for her. Like he's like, I have to protect her. She's the only person that been there for me. She has always been there for me. She takes care of me. This and that, So the mom just being there, telling her son to go in the car, also shows that she have always been there for her son, trying to protect him. And her coming from Chicago, where violence is huge, and I feel like that dude would have took that to the next level. Maybe just beat her up to a point where like she ends up in the hospital and so on, you know. And I'm not saying Chicago is a violent city, but based on what we see every day on the media, in the music, and so on, they describe Chicago as the violent city. I've never been there. I've never been. I mean, I've been to Chicago, but like the airport and so on. But I've never really been into the city where the things that I do see in the music and the videos go on. But yeah, man, y'all go ahead and comment below. What do y'all think? Do y'all think the son did the right thing, or do y'all think there would have been another way to solve this issue? Comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This is EC Pinch Out Podcast with your one and only host, Glory Boy. And just, hey, I've been working hard. I've been doing a whole lot of things. Don't worry. I'm going to be dropping videos like this too. More reaction videos. Just to react on certain topics, certain videos. Because it's a lot of interesting things going on in this world, man. A lot of interesting things. But thank God, the mother and the son, they're free. All of their charges were dropped. I read that also on the news. Basically, they put a bail of $3 million. What? But thank God, their charges were dropped, and they're free. Shout out to the son for stepping up, protecting his mother. And shout out to the mother for actually telling the son go in the car so that way he can be safe somehow. Because if they were both there and he's trying to fight that man, boom, 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 it would have led to something different. But yeah, man, stop the violence, man. Stop the violence. Let's build better communities. Let's protect one another, man. This is EC Pinch Out Podcast. And I'm out of here, man. Let's go.